I remember, dude, I had a face as a kid. I just remembered.
I know. One thing has
when I was a kid, like 10, 11 years old, and I realized what death is, you know, what dying means. Did you guys have a face like this when you were a young kid and you realized that what death is? And you realized that everything you love will one day die and you get super fucking sad and you cry at night? Doesn't every kid have that face? And I remember my dad was smoking shit on. He's still smoking. My dad is a very hot smoker, man, for many, many years. And I started hiding his cigarettes and he will get so mad, man.
And any for your thoughts?
He will get so mad.
And if I'm not on board?
Thinking about what happens right after you die hurts my brain. I'm rather curious. Like if I had the privilege to have a good life, like I'm old, I have children, like I'm ready to die, I think I would be very curious.
And any for your thoughts?
What happens? Does your conscience end at death? How do you actually know? Well, you never know. You gotta make the experience. Dude, sometimes I still have it this day. I want to talk about this for a second. Sometimes, let's say once a quarter year, let's say every 3 months, I'm a guy, I think a lot in bed, and I'm sitting there just thinking about stuff. And once every 3 months or something, I lay in bed and I'm like,
V?
Hey, Tommy.
Are you still with me?
One day, with 100% fucking probability, you will make the experience of motherfucking dying. Not tomorrow, not in a week, not in a year, but one day, Tommy, no matter what happens, no matter whatever you do, you will fucking die. And then I'm laying in bed, oh fuck, and I can't sleep for 1 hour. I'm like, fuck, shit, that sucks. Do you guys have that? Is that weird? Just randomly, sometimes in life, you're like, man, one day I will make this experience. What it feels like going away, man, cease to exist. And if that isn't the craziest thought a human can have, man, Jesus. Yes, but it doesn't mess me up, keep me awake. I feel like the older you get, the less it fucks you up. Because the older you get, the more you are dead inside and the less you care about this shit. Hey dad, you're gonna die one day. I can't wait for it. He's fucking sleeping. But when you're young and you still have hopes and dreams, you're like, oh my god, I'm so scared.
And any for your thoughts?
You're truly prepared
and I'll try to
fire
fit
SSI
depression.
After the threats.
Dude, I'm not even so sad about death, man. It's more like I'm curious about it.
Get out.
Because it's inevitable.
What
It's
they're
gonna
doing to
happen.
us is one thing.
So why
When you
waste
found
negative
that
feelings about it?
concealed room, I can't accept strangers
Do you think
spying
animals
on
know
us
they're
while
mortal?
we
They
sleep.
do. A
Not
fox
under
doesn't
my
jump
own
down
roof.
a cliff because he
What
knows what
difference
death
does
means.
it make where?
I'll take full responsibility
what
for
it is.
anything SSI goes on
And
to
always,
do.
when I think about death, I
I'm
always
just
feel like
asking you not to
we
get
are the
Jefferson
initiated. Billions of
involved.
people have already died on
I'll
this
add a
planet,
meeting
right?
in
They
Reconciliation Park
already
to Jeff's schedule.
finished it.
He'll
They
be
have
waiting.
the achievement unlocked.
Since I can't know if
They
I'll
know
remember
something
this
that we don't
conversation
know.
tomorrow.
Are
I'm
they in the
counting on
eternal
you
void?
not to
Did they cease to
forget what I
exist?
asked
Do
you.
they know something?
I won't.
You know? They know
That's
something
all I
that we
can
don't know.
promise.
We are the uninitiated.
Goodbye.
Thing is, though,
V.
none of them ever fucking contacted us or talks to us. So whatever happens after death,
thing's fucked up, huh?
they can't influence
Speaking
real
of,
life anymore. I feel like.
overlapping
Like, don't
memories,
start with
changing
ghosts and stuff. It's all
personalities.
bullshit. Come on.
Remind you of anything?
Tommy wants to
But
get
hey,
the death
at least we
achievement,
know
like
what
final
we're up
achievement, boy.
against.
Did you see kurz gesagt Egg Theory? I don't know what it is now. I'm totally not listening.
No, this is different.
So the girl knew
Saw
that her brain
yourself.
is fucked with and she didn't tell her husband or
They're
something.
purposely modifying their minds.
When I die, then
thoughts.
Linda's just gonna reset everything, man. Okay,
Paralysis
Bobby,
make a
let's
damn
try
nice
again.
next-gen puppet. Even in my day, there were whispers about this kind of stuff.
Chat,
Cognitive
tell me when the
pattern
death talk is over so I can
remote
unmute.
neural
Are people actually
networks.
really emotional
In
about this? Well, I
layman's
guess.
terms. Guess,
But we
like,
all have to fucking
The beauty
think
is
about
that
it.
everything's fair game. Subliminal TV signals.
There's nothing after that.
high-density
People like to
emitters,
make shit up. You don't know
electric
anything.
toothbrush,
That's
you
very
name it.
arrogant. Saying there's nothing after that is very arrogant. Because you as a mere human being think you know what happens after the ultimate fucking thing, dude. That's so arrogant.
So,
We don't know
ready?
shit, man.
So,
We can just make
in
assumptions.
my pants, what would you do?
Some real rat bastards behind this. Someone's got to take
I
them
always
down.
thought it sad that the human race
by
has this
risking
negative
paralysis
culture about
lives.
death. There's cultures out
Fuck
there
knows
that
what kind
that
of shit a
celebrate
mayor
death. When someone
controlled
dies,
by
they celebrate.
puppet masters
It
could
would have been so
pull.
much better.
But yeah, you could end up putting their lives at risk. Or not.
Saying there's something
Tough
more again?
choice.
I don't say anything. I'm just making assumptions. Do you believe your conscience is reincarnated? I can't say yes or no. Scientifically, I don't know anything. It makes no sense. I'd like to guess, but I don't have the mental capabilities to predict anything, man. Meet with Jefferson. let's just finish this fucking quest line. I told you I'm not listening to it. How do I leave the market? Yeah. Would you be more scared of death if you knew it was a simulation? Oh, no. Like, in the end, the scariest thing, and that's so human, right? The scariest thing about death is, what if, and to me, it seems like the most likely event, even though I don't deserve to say that. Dude, I'm just a monkey with a little bit of brain cells, as we all are. The scariest thing is that when you die, you go to the eternal void. You go to sleep. It's like, you know that question? So, Tommy, what did it feel like before you were born? That's how it feels like when you're dead. It feels like when you were before you were born. It's just nothing, right? It's just complete nothingness. But I always feel like that makes no sense. Why will something or someone create the Big Bang? 13.7 billion years. The universe is made. All these lucky things happen that, with the biggest luck ever, I am born one day after 13.7 billion years. Why go through all that just to make me cease existing? You know, there has to be, and this is my opinion, there has to be a sense behind this. And if it's just a simulation to test something, it makes no sense doing all this for 13.7 billion years. And it's for nothing. It's just such a waste of energy. And if you look at the universe and nature, it never wastes energy. I don't think a human can comprehend that level. Yeah, I agree with you. That person with this fucking bicycle. Oh my god, I'm just gonna walk. Why go through all that so you can sit and play PC? I mean, that's what religious people say. I used to chill with Muslim people in my childhood. And when we talked about religion, this is kind of the same point my Muslim friend made. He said, yes, Tommy, so everything I just said. And he says, so all the shit is made. Everything is made. And he says, this all makes no sense to be waste, so there has to be a God. That's why he believes in Allah or a God or whatever.
Yeah?
The thing is I'm scared most about, if I die, I lose my ability to think or dream. The thing is, though, that is not that bad. Dude, I once was at a funeral, and the priest said, the worst thing about death is not dying, it's about who you leave behind. Because the people you leave behind are still conscious. They can still feel sadness and stuff. But you're fucking dead. You don't give a shit anymore. Dying is not that bad. If someone shoots me in the head right now, the fuck do I care? I don't feel anything, I'm gone. You know? In that sense, death isn't that bad. Thank you, Mitcha. Thank you, my dude. It's not that weird. I believe that when we die, there's a woman in a suit sitting in front of you and she said, thank you for being part of this commercial simulation. You drank 1,866 Coca-Colas in your life. Thank you. Now go back to the next simulation. How much Fanta will you drink? Yep.
Hello, V.
No. I think my theory here, this is just an opinion, okay? I don't believe in this. My theory about everything is, the sense of life is, this universe is a simulation made 13.7 billion years ago. It's a simulation either by humans from the past or an alien race to test how does a race handle this situation, being in the universe and being alone. Will they find a way out? Will they be able to make a new universe in thousands and thousands of years? I think this is a simulation to see how the human race does. What helps this theory is the Fermi paradox. Why is there no aliens right now? Why didn't we ever meet aliens? Why is the whole universe not full of aliens like Star Wars? Because maybe the simulation made us be alone so it can test us. Can this human race, can it overcome stuff? Can it overcome corona? Can it overcome space travel? Can it overcome this? As an agnostic, I find it comforting to consider there's something after I kick the bucket. But there most likely isn't.
As an
Enjoy my money.
agnostic, I find it comforting.
Yes, you're all gonna die one day, so you might as well just
something
subscribe,
after I
man. That's a
kick the
very good
bucket.
argument. Thank you, Putzmeister.
But they're most likely ISNT. Enjoy my money.
You think they would have stopped the simulation by the time of Attila? Wait, we didn't get extinct yet. Maybe, I don't know. In the end, I just feel like, why do all this? Just for nothing. You know, again, my Muslim friend always said, what do we have? What are the facts? What are the facts? The fact is that you are a human being and you have a consciousness that can, on a personal level, distinguish between good and evil actions. This is the facts. And this is how my Muslim friend always says why he's Muslim. So, this is the fact. You are human that can distinguish between good and evil. And he says, this was given to me. Why do I have this? Why am I not just a fox who only goes on instinct, right? Why do I have this thing that I know if I kill someone it's bad and if I do a good deed that's good? Because it's a test, that's what he says, right? I was giving this ability to distinguish between good and evil. I know you're gonna say, but good is relative. ISIS members think they're good. Yeah, I know. But this is what he kind of says. Why are we giving this ability? Why don't we just fuck all day and eat? Why do I have this ability of making good stuff or bad stuff? Is it a test? Who knows? But this is the facts. This is what is given to us.
Need to talk.
And I believe, and here we go, this is very important. I'm a fucking messiah. I'm a prophet. Listen to this. But here is the thing, chat. I'm going to make the greatest point ever. I'm going to make my own religion here. Here's the thing. No matter what happens after death, if there's a heaven, there's a judgment, there's nothing, whatever happens after death, and here comes my point that is so strong. Whatever happens after death, it is very, very clever to live a good life and be a good human being so you get all the options where good people actually get judged and you already have that covered. Even though there might be nothing after death, it makes sense to be a good human being and be decent and do good stuff because you cover all that shit. You know? There's like 100 things that can happen after death and you already cover like 40 of them. Like you fucking die and fucking Jesus is like, you were a pretty nice guy. I know you didn't really mean it, but you were a nice guy. Here's heaven. And you're like, psych! When I give that homeless guy $5, easy. You unlock more endings that way if you're a good human being, right? And there's you can't this is a beautiful fucking
that
thought.
SSI was spying for that son of a bitch Holt.
100%, bro.
Guess you got more though.
That's why I try to be a good human being. To just cover that shit, you know? To cover that. It's called the Pascal wager. Stop making me laugh. What? I just fucking solved life for you, bro.
Is everything all right?
SSI wasn't working for Holt. You're in deeper shit than you think.
Meaning?
If humans do not extinct in future, humans will get to a level of knowledge that they can create other universes, you mean. I believe same thing has happened to our universe, to other species from other universe created this universe to escape from their own dead universe. You're saying another race made this universe, which actually scientists believe in that stuff, right? Because the universe has an end, right? The universe is expanding and one day it will die from entropy. So it makes sense that in a universe, in a given universe with a certain timeline, all the races in this universe have a certain time to escape this universe, right? Yeah. But the people that made our universe, who made them? And it's like, you know, how did it all start though? Isn't that the craziest thing ever? To think about that? That kind of excites me even. It breaks my brain. Imagine a hooded individual comes into your room right now and he tells you the ultimate answer. Where did everything come from? He tells it to you. It must blow your mind. You must probably go mad. Dude, that makes me almost cry, bro. Out there in this universe is an answer. An answer who made everything. Why are we here? We will never find out. You and me will all fucking die before that happens. Hopefully you don't die as non-sub. But imagine having that answer. It's so exciting, right? It's like the biggest plot twist in the universe. No movie and TV show can keep up with that. It's so amazing, bro. You should watch the X story. DMT stream when? I love this question. If the universe is expanding, it has an edge. So what is beyond the edge? There's nothing. I think isn't that proven? There's just dark matter or like infinite darkness or some shit. You should Scientology. How is that weird what I'm saying here? I feel actually sad if you think what I'm saying here is weird. How can you not be excited by that? That there is an answer out there. And the craziest, I talked about this before. Listen to this. We have 7 billion people. And here comes something scary. Here comes something super scary. You have 7 billion people on Earth. So let's say we are asking every single human being that lives right now to write down what his theory is the answer for everything. Why are we here? What happens after death? Now, you have 7 billion theories, right? You take these 7 billion theories. Now, there's a very high possibility, scientifically speaking, that in these 7 billion ideas, one of them is right. And that's scary, man. Like, you're looking at it. You're going through it, and you're actually skipping the one that actually makes sense. Or imagine God comes from heaven, looks at the 7 billion, and says, they're all wrong. Oh my God. Bam, Junge. Bam, 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 bam. That shit, dude, that excites me. I'm not even sad about this. It makes me happy. I think it's so cool. What a cool universe. Imagine we had an answer. God is real. If you're good, you go to heaven and you forever get your dick sucked. And if you're bad, you go to hell and Hitler's gonna rape you. That's so boring, bro. That's so boring. Okay, so I'm gonna have a good life so I can chill in heaven all day. No, it's so much bigger than that. It's mind-blowing. Fucking love this shit. Great philosopher? I don't know. I love this shit, bro. I think this is amazing, man. What a cool idea to create a universe and not telling the ones in them why they're there. It's like the craziest movie ever.
They're in your heads, Jefferson. Yours and Elizabeth's.
I will watch this video later. Remind me later.
Some kind of
Tommy is a good friend of Lucifer.
metaphor?
Because of this, I like him.
Strange dreams, partial recall, jumbled memories.
Watch the
It's not just
X-Story.
stress and long
You are a
hours.
car battery.
I don't know what you're trying to tell me,
this
but
a
I
Joe
don't think I
Rogan
like where
podcast?
this is heading.
I feel weird that you think what I'm saying is
Wake
weird.
up.
How are you not feeling
Your brain's
like
a
I am?
mess.
How exciting
Messier
this all
than the
is.
discount section of a BD smut hut.
And one thing is for sure, I believe in this.
I'm
This is
not
where
paying
I
you-
go out of my opinion space and actually become arrogant and say I'm right. If you look at the universe and nature and everything in it, it's so complex that our human brains can handle it. It has to be 99.999% sure that all world religions are completely wrong. You think heaven and hell is the answer? You think Jannah and Allah is the answer? Bullshit, man. Whatever is the answer is so much bigger than us, so much higher, and it's almost arrogant to make religion. It's almost arrogant to think, yeah, we have the answer, we make our own idea, man.
Make
The
up
universe
for this
is laughing at
So
us,
get to the
bro.
point.
The answer to everything is so much bigger
SSI's
than
on
Jesus,
the take
Allah,
for some
and Yahweh
unknown
and shit.
group
I
that's
think.
out to control your lives.
Yeah, welcome to Philosophy with TommyKay. Is anyone listening to the story anymore?
Here is to an
Dude, it feels like
autumn
once a
year for
quarter
the
year we
street.
talk about this. Here's what I think. Here's my mantra of life. I said this actually very often. A lot of viewers must feel bored by this now. Here's my religion. Thank you, Ricky. My religion is... These two words are very important. Something or someone, aka an individual, something nature given or an individual, has created the universe and us. That has to be 100% fact. Something or someone is the casual reason why everything started. Has to be. That's 99.999% the thing, right? Now, and my casual can also be used in another sense in Old Latin, okay? Casual also means a linked chain between events, okay? I'm sorry if you're uneducated, sorry, okay? I got that from law school. And my religion is, I will never understand this being or thing or occurrence. I will never understand it. It's too high for me. I don't even try. I think that would be arrogant. Thank you, Nebula. I think this thing doesn't care about us too much. I don't think it wants to be prayed to. It doesn't care what you really do. It's on such a higher level of understanding. It doesn't care if you go to church, you know. And my religion is creation itself. Everything, this thing or occurrence, again, it might not be individual, it might be something nature, something we don't understand. Created everything, 13.7 billion years of expansion leading to humans. And my religion is, my own religion, to respect that. It's my duty to respect this gift that was given to you. I'm looking for facts. I'm always looking for facts. What is a fact? You and me being alive right now, you and me looking at each other in the eye, is the biggest gift ever given in the entire existence of the universe. In anything that ever existed, in the ultimate matrix of life, that you and me are alive is the biggest gift ever. That's my opinion, and I feel like it's our duty to cherish this gift. Which brings us to morals, religious morals. Don't kill, don't steal, be a good human being. Because we don't have the right to we should enjoy the ride. We should enjoy the ride. When I see a spider, I bring them out because I don't have the right to end the timeline for it. This fucker, man, you know, who created the creator and something. That's the thing. It's not. We shouldn't raise that question because we can't answer it anyway. We have to ask ourselves, what is our duty? What are we supposed to do with this gift? It's like the gift theory. We are gifted. Even if you are born and you have cancer and die by the time you're 16, in the end, man, you've been around for a second, man. Like, this is a big gift, man. I feel like that's dumb. Someone conditioning you remotely.
Somebody's programming you and your wife.
No, I kill
something
mosquitoes though, because they are
Saw your brain
negatively
scans.
influencing
They're
me.
tweaking your neural
And it's
connections.
part of nature.
This ain't no movie, Jeff. Been at it
I
for
don't
a
know.
while, you and Liz.
I always have to think
Editing your
about
memories, your taste.
George Carlin. George Carlin was a big comedian in America, and he once talked about religion, and he made his jokes, and he said what he believes in. He believes, it's kind of a joke, but listen to this. He believes in the great proton. It's a thing in the universe that just hums. It created the universe, it created everything. But here's the thing. This thing does not give a fuck. It doesn't care if you are nice or bad. It doesn't care if you kill. It doesn't care. It just is. It doesn't judge you. It doesn't care if you pray. It just is, man. It just chills out. It just chills out. That's what was like George Carlin's approach to this. I always like that.
Beliefs even.
Like whoever is the
How could I not have
supreme
known
being
about
that
this?
made us or something, I don't
Your
think.
memories.
Like, here's the thing.
trust-
I don't mean this offensive, okay? Twitch admin, this is no offense. This is just a scientific approach. My dear Muslims in chat, do you think Allah gives a fuck if you eat a pig? That's what I always... Or Christians, do you think God cares if you go to church? If you don't want to... Do these people have other problems? I feel like Allah and God, if they existed, I think they have other problems than you eating a fucking pig. Or, oh, the Prophet said I can't watch football. I used to know a guy, I can't watch football, it's not haram. What? I think Allah has other fucking problems, bro. You know?
Those
Give me
anymore.
children.
No offense, it's just how I feel, man. With religious people. I think that these gods that you pray to, they have other fucking problems. They have other problems, bro. Of course they have other problems, but they
First,
probably
I'll find
have...
him. Then I'll find whoever's behind
that.
us.
Have some
Pull the
place where
curtain
it
back on
writes
these
everything we do.
motherfuckers and show them what's what.
That's where I disagree, man. You think Allah sits there and he writes down, oh, Muhammad eats some pork on September 1st? Motherfucker, I'm gonna get you. I don't think... You think all-knowing God who created everything gives a fuck if you ate pork, man? That's where I don't get that. Yeah, these rules are man-made. They're to control people, aren't they? I don't know. It's just my opinion.
With their sense
In
of
Muslim
self.
theory, every person is assigned
I'd
an
fight
angel
back
to
too.
write down your actions.
They've made me a winner.
Okay, Wolfbooz, you're
And
from
they're
Saudi
gonna
Arabia.
regret
Why
that.
would that angel
Don't
care
be
about
a
you
joke.
eating
I'll
a
let them
pig,
think
bro? I
they're
don't get
pulling
that.
strings.
Thank you so
Good
fingers.
luck.
Again, this is no offense, man.
My
No
God.
offense, bro.
I have to
Everybody
tell
can do
Liz.
what they want. I just want to learn.
Your wife knows everything.
Liz?
The reason why pig was forbidden back
How?
then is because especially back
Figured
then it
it
was
out
very
at some
unhealthy. So that will
Elizabeth?
indicate that the people that wrote the Quran
No.
put that
Should
in
have
there
said
just to tell people don't eat pig, it's unhealthy. And after many, many years, people think this is a God-given word. Like, I just feel like, my point is, if you go to hell because you ate a pig once, then oh my God, is that a shitty fucking God? Jesus Christ, man. You saved all the humans. You've been Mother Teresa. You've been the nicest guy ever. Holy shit. But man, that one time you ate fucking pig, bro, oh, you fucked. Nah, the supreme being that is responsible for everything will not think like that, I believe.
Got an
But God
anonymous
forgives.
hollow.
Yeah,
telling
what
her
if
to
I'm the
keep her
worst
mouth
fucker
shut.
ever and I go to Christian
She did
heaven
what
and
the
Jesus is like,
perfect
I forgive
candidate's
you,
wife would
oh
do.
my God, it's all about forgiving.
Protected her
Well,
family.
fuck you, I'm gonna keep raping in heaven, bro, what the fuck?
I won't let them get away with this.
Here's the thing, chat. Let's ask the ultimate fucking edgy question. Death itself comes down from heaven, sits next to you right now, and he says, hello, my friend, I am death itself. You can raise your left hand or your right hand. If you raise your left hand... No, how do I do this? So, death comes from heaven, or whatever. Some fucking hooded creature comes to you and he says, listen, we're gonna make a bet here. We're betting your life. Do you think A, Judaism, Christianity, Buddhism, Hinduism, or Islam, do you think one of them is right? Then raise your left hand. Do you think they're all bullshit and none of this shit exists? Raise your right hand. If you are wrong, I will send you to hell. You will be perished forever. I will destroy you in all eternity. You will go for hell. If you're right, I will give you $5 million. You're gonna marry a supermodel. Do you raise your left or your right hand? If it's all in. All fucking in, bro. All in. Because for me, that's the right hand, bro. Right hand was the hand where you don't believe in it, right? Again, if you're wrong, you are fucked forever, man. It's the ultimate gamble. You have to put all in your everything, man. And people that say left you, man, I respect that, man. If you're actually believing in your own religions this much, man, I respect that, bro. Respect that. I would raise my feet. If he says that you know what I mean. You know what I mean, okay? Don't fuck up in the details. You know what I'm talking about.
Is there
Because I will
anything
go
else
all
I
in
can
on
do?
Doesn't
You've done
exist.
enough already, V.
It's like
All that's left
Morpheus
to
giving
do
you the pills.
is
I'm
wait.
super hungry, guys. Fucking hell, bro. But here's another great argument that I have against heaven. Christian heaven or Jannah in Islam. Isn't that boring as fuck? Let's say, I've had a good life. I go to Christian heaven. I go to the gates of Petrus. Petrus is like, Tommy, you've been a nice guy. I go to heaven. So I'm in heaven. I can fuck all day. I can play World of Warcraft all day. I'm just in perfect life. But I still have my human brain. Okay? I still have my human brain. That shit must get so boring after 200 years. You know what makes... Here's the thing. Here's a beautiful fucking argument against heaven and Jannah. You know what makes life worthwhile? You know what makes life good? It's the negative. If everything will just be larifari beautiful, there's nothing beautiful. Everything is stale and grey and the same. Ups and downs make life beautiful. And if you live in Jannah or heaven for the rest of eternity and you never see anything negative anymore, the positive means nothing. It's a beautiful example about against this stuff, you know? The human brain isn't like that. What makes life beautiful is the ups and downs, bro. You know?
Divers.
What if you're in heaven right now? There's a theory, right, that we're on hell. Because torturing people for a long time, one day they just lose their consciousness. But if you put people in a life where everything they love ultimately dies and they never get an answer why they're here, that also could be considered. What about reincarnations? Who knows? Maybe we all lived a million times already.
Doesn't matter who. What matters is that guy decided to take up the gauntlet. My man.
I just feel like if I will chill in heaven, I will get bored after 200 years. Oh yeah, I got 20 million blowjobs, man. I did all the achievements in World of Warcraft. I've been with this girl forever. Yeah.
So, ready?
You know what would be a better heaven? If I was God. Life is a test for the next life. Like, right now you have a life. And you test it out, right? And if you did good, then they send you into the next life, and that will be a good life. You like your loving family, a lot of love, blah blah. But if you were a cunt, they send you to the next life, and you're gonna have fucking dick cancer and die very early and shit. Maybe that will be a better judgment. When you're old and you're about to die, you know why people become religious when they're close to dying? Because they're looking for absolution, man. Because they feel like, oh man, this is my final moments. Dude, when people are close to death, they all pray to God. Not because they believe in it, because they hope for it. How many people are fucking praying in a crashing airplane, man? Even though they never went to church or never have been religious. It's a fluke, man. It's the try to find a way out in the end. It will be difficult to tell kids dying of cancer from that. That's always the big argument, right? Religion, blah, blah, blah. So why is there innocent children that die of cancer by the time they're 8? Why does that exist? Why does that exist? A good answer that I would have is that the supreme being, whoever is responsible for everything, doesn't care about good or evil. He doesn't give a fuck. There is no good, no bad. He doesn't give a shit, man. If you die, if you get beheaded by some lunatic, then that is what it is, man. The supreme being doesn't care. So that others can be born. That theory that there's a limited amount of souls is wrong. That has literally been disproven by scientists. The biomass on Earth is bigger than ever before. So what, he just creates new souls? There isn't a finite... As a Muslim, I agree. So how, as a religious person, as a Christian or Muslim, how do you find the answer to what is man-made and made from corruption and power lust, and what is made by your God? How do you distinguish that? How do you know that not eating pork is made by Allah or not by some imam in the year 1000 who said, oh, let's just do that? How do you know that? How do you know? That's always the thing, the book, right? Even though that book was written by a human man. Also, another thing about religion, sorry. So, a lot of religion, again, let's stay with Islam and Christians, is from prophets. You have Jesus and all these prophets, Johannes, you have Muhammad and the prophets. Jesus is a prophet, one of the prophets in Islam, blah, blah, blah. You have all these figurines. You have all these people that made your religion, that are important. And here's another good argument. Why don't they exist anymore? Why from the year 0 to 800, that's when Islam and Christians had their prophets who made everything. Why isn't there anyone? Why isn't there new people? Dude, we live in a time right now. Imagine there is a prophet sent in Turkey, right? He's sent by God. No one will listen to him. No one will listen to him. You will be like, he's fucking lunatic. Put him into the fucking hospital, man. No one will listen. It's because in Islam, Muhammad was the last prophet. Well, that's very fucking clever by Muhammad to say, I'm the last one. Alhamdulillah, I'm the last one. Nobody after me. Don't worry about it. I read about Muhammad. He took like this city or this region, and then he and his friends made their own laws there, and they were the kings, and it was a really good environment to create your own
As for
shit.
the third, he hides on the foot.
You just say you're the last prophet, yeah.
We are here.
It's like with the Jews, right? The Jews wait for their Messiah. You will never see the Messiah.
Close to the emergency.
He could be around us right now. No one will care about him. He will be just be a lunatic on TikTok, man. No one will care.
A clear view of the
Keanu Reeves is literally the Messiah. No one does anything about it.